Oh boy, it's that time again. It honestly feels like just yesterday that chapter 55 came out. And I personally have no idea where exactly this chapter is going to go. I mean, you can see we have Sumire on the cover, but the chapter's actually called Code, which is really interesting because obviously after the last chapter, Code was revealed to be the new main antagonist of the Boruto series. Now, I'm not going to lie, I and many others were a little bit worried, you could say, that we were just going to go straight back into another fight and that Code was going to invade Konoha right after we've just had Isshiki invade Konoha. And like I said, I was somewhat worried that they may go down that path. But seeing Sumire on the cover has really intrigued me because hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll have a little bit of a calmer chapter, maybe a bit of an info dump, that's always lovely. And maybe we'll finally get Nue's debut in the manga, potentially. That's a massive stretch, but with Sumire being on the cover, you never know. Because I think it's interesting how it can't be a coincidence how the anime and the manga recently have been sort of intertwining with each other. Obviously, like I said, last month we had the big reveal with Code, and in that same week, the anime covered and revealed Code's jealousy over Kawaki. Well, the most recent episode of the anime was focused on Sumire and Kawaki, so maybe the manga's gonna sort of cover that slightly. Regardless, without further ado, let's jump into this chapter. It is genuinely a fantastic cover page. Chapter 56, Code. Let's go. Okay, so we're at the stone faces. That could be some potential foreshadowing, something interesting, because obviously we know what happens eventually with those. Now, modesty does not become you. It was your cleverness that kept damage to our village minimal, isn't it? Which basically makes you the one who saved the village. Who on earth is that guy? Really wasn't all that, you know. In fact, I was passed out most of the... And what's it called again? He's on a TV show? Yo! Didn't the anime have this TV show at one point? This is crazy. So there's a bit of a mini time skip. So you know for a certain fact that when the anime reaches this point, there's going to be hella arcs in between now. Or at least an arc anyway. Some sort of anime original. But the fact that there has been a mini time skip makes me think, okay, maybe Code is coming straight away. And what's it called again? That awesome jutsu of yours that swooped down and swallowed that notorious Otsutsuki whole? There are actually quite a large number of people who witnessed it happen. Oh, that's the, I wish this were over already. Not bad at all. So we've got Amado. How about the rest of you? Any points of concern this last week? Oh, so it's just been a week since then, I'm guessing. Okay, not really. It just feels like my old hand. I'm speechless. I didn't expect him to regain his hand so quickly and without any sign of rejection. Of course not. There wouldn't be, as it's a genuine article engineered from his own cells. Just one of the spare parts I'd made before coming here. This wouldn't be possible if there were any ordinary human, and his whole body not a scientific ninja tool. Sorry Kawaki, this is gonna sting a bit. Kawaki getting his COVID jab. You know, I'm not a snotty-nosed brat. You don't need to keep saying stuff, just do whatever you need to do. Sorry! Can the attitude, Kawaki. Show some gratitude towards your caretaker. Sumire's brilliant and a quick learner. I'll be in a world of trouble if you chase her off. What's with your attitude, Amado, acting all bossy, having an assistant? Isn't Sumire one of Dr. Kataska's staff? Why is she with you? That is interesting. Amado is getting a hell of a lot of screen time right now. I'm incredibly interested to see what's going to happen with his character because I'm so conflicted. 1 week I'll be on his side and thinking, yeah, he's pretty chill, he's pretty good. And then the next week I'll be like, nah, he's definitely got an ulterior motive going on. So maybe we'll get a bit of a reveal with this chapter what's going to go on with Amado. Thank you, Kawaki, but this is what Sumire herself wanted. We were all at a loss when it came to treating your body. It'll be good to have another member on your team. I still know only the basics, but you can rest assured from here on out. Of course, avoiding injury would help you too, but besides, you're always hanging out with Boruto, so I can ask you about him too. Wait a sec. Do you like Boruto or something? Kawaki, don't say it so blunt. Let's keep it our little secret, okay? Thought so, very obvious. Odds on the anime, just not including that. Whatever, it's no matter to me, so long as you're able to do your job. Excellent progress. I don't anticipate any big problems with your hand, but don't shirk the routine maintenance. Come back next week. Yeah, can I go now? Kawaki? No, never mind. Let's do it next time. Yo. Do what next time, Amado? Do what? Why are you so obsessed with Kawaki? He was so happy that Kawaki managed to live. He has a plan with Kawaki. I mean, I still think, part of me, just a small percentage thinks out there shot that maybe he's an Otsutsuki too, and it's just Kawaki's his vessel as well. I don't know. I really don't know. I'm speaking out loud right now, but whatever. Sumire again, intrigued. Just like last chapter, she's partly suspicious, I think. Unfortunately, it appears we're out of time, everyone. Please give another round of applause to the tiny but mighty hero who saved our village, Uzumaki Boruto. This is what Boruto, well, this is what the original Boruto from the very beginning of the series wanted. You know, he wanted to be seen as his own person, so that's always nice. And I've just seen he's wearing Sasuke's headband too as well. That's really interesting. Is Boruto allowed to be seen out as a rogue, seemingly as a rogue ninja? That's interesting on live television. Jeez, really, Boruto? Acting all moonstruck? Cut him some slack, Sarada. He's putting on a brave face, but he's more depressed than any of us. They're keeping the stuff about Karma and his rampage under wraps to avoid causing mass panic. That's fairly understandable, I think we can all agree. And he can't go on missions because it's too dangerous. Oh, that's interesting how the anime... So we can't have a massive arc in between the last chapter and this chapter of the anime then if Boruto can't go on missions. He's being secretly watched around the clock. Pretty unbearable if you ask me. Yeah, but the no missions rule is applying to us too. We don't have a 3-man cell without him. So Team 7 is on indefinite hiatus. Yeah, that was my dad's decision. Could this hero treatment and parading him in front of the media be his way of making it up to him? It's so insulting. How? Why? To have to go on a mission to be on TV instead rocks! Don't get me wrong, I'm not blaming Boruto or anything, but it's just hard to come to grips with it all, that's all. What's going to happen next? But don't we all want to know, Sarada? Well, at least in regards to Boruto's karma, they can't just sit around and do nothing. They're going to need to be protective. Maybe Master Shikamaru has an idea or two. One would hope. Oh, he stood on the stone faces, okay. Look, it's Boruto. He's so... Boruto's a celebrity now! My boy! My boy's a celebrity now! He's gonna have a harem. Yo, he is... Oh, he really is the new Sasuke. He's waving at everyone. Oops. What a huge bother, this whole celebrity thing. See, he is a celebrity. What? Go away if you're just gonna poke fun at me. I'm surprised. I thought he'd be a bit more glum. About karma? Nah, I was over it a long time ago. It's just, I don't know how to act or what I should be trying to do about it. Based on what we've learned so far, both of our bodies are about 80% Otsutsuki-fied already. And for you in particular, the Otsutsuki data is still continuing to extract itself from your karma. So Kawaki, despite not having karma anymore, that Otsutsuki-sification, that Otsutsuki data still is within him. So if he does get another karma put on him, he's going to just continue the process again from 80% essentially. So he's just had the plug pulled, really, right? Not completely stopped and reverted back to normal. Okay. And when that's completed, the moment you finish becoming Momoshiki's vessel, you, Boruto, will disappear somewhere, and that bastard will supposedly resurrect in your body. It really sucks. I feel like I'm stuck in a nightmare. I thought of something that you could try doing. Okay, Kawaki, this is interesting. What is Kawaki going to have up his sleeve? I'm trying to think. Is he going to just be like, we could just kill you? Why not prepare your own vessel by giving someone else a... No. There's no way that Kawaki's going to end up being Boruto's vessel, right? My own vessel? Mind you, this is only a hypothesis that I just came up with, but if Momoshiki resurrects and you end up disappearing, if you had your own vessel somewhere, maybe you could also use it to reincarnate. That is one hell of a crazy theory, Kawaki. You're right, Boruto. Besides, if I'm going to give karma and make a vessel, that means I have to sacrifice someone else, right? No way, man. Don't worry about that. I've got someone in mind already. Someone who'd be perfect. His name is Code, the only other guy to have survived Jigen's ritual. Yo! The manga's foreshadowing from years ago, something I always criticised the manga for, and its lack of build-up and foreshadowing. This foreshadowing has been there for ages, obviously not to the extent of the anime per se. However, we've all theorised for years that they didn't add up and there would be one other vessel or vessel candidate around, and obviously it got revealed that Code was that, and now it's just 100% confirmation that Code was the other kid, which presumably means Code is around the same age as Kawaki. Like I said, boom! Point to the manga. Oh, and when we're here with Code, where's he going? Is that Snow? Code? What sort of person is he? He's the last carrot inner left. Sorry, what? What happened to Delta? I know you shut her down, but she should still have a couple other bodies. There's no way Delta died like that. No chance. He's got to be going to see Delta, right? Something like that. He's the last Kara inner left. There are still outers, those who do external contract work for Kara out there in various regions, but once all the inners are gone, they'll essentially cease to function. So he's Kara's lone surviving officer. If we can get rid of him, in addition, Code was entrusted with guarding Ten Tails in that secure hideout in the other dimensional space after Sasuke infiltrated it. They went on high alert. So either Delta genuinely did just die when Amado shut her down, or Amado is sort of jumping to conclusions here and actually will reawaken, or there's a pointed time between this and when Amado did shut Delta down, which the anime will fill in the gaps as it always does, and actually show Delta fully being defeated. One of those three is going to be the case. I probably don't need to tell you, but Ten Tails is a dangerous presence. As long as it continues to exist, so too does the danger of the planet getting wiped out via a divine tree. It must be dealt with as soon as possible. And yet, Sasuke's space-time ninjutsu is being disabled along with his eye, and Boruto can't really control his powers, so even if you got there, there's no guarantee that you'll be able to return safely. This Code, he's able to travel freely to and from that space. Of course, he doesn't have space-time ninjutsu, but there are other abilities that make it possible, in which case we need to do something about Code before Ten Tails gets misused. That's sound, because once Code is out the way, we can take our time to decide how to dispose of Ten Tails. Okay, I can see something's going on with Kara under the page. We've not looked just yet. I presume it'll be carrying on from where Code left off. But I'm thinking Space-Time Ninjutsu. You've got either the Jogan, Boruto's Karma still, or Nue. Nue could space-time travel, correct? Is that right? Am I correct there? It's been a long time since I watched that arc, but I'm sure Nue could do it. You're not wrong, but be careful. Don't underestimate him. Code isn't like the others. He's special. What? Who's this bearded looking fellow? What's Hagrid doing here? Okay, so there's Code. Who are you? Do you know where you are? This is Boruto's cult, right? I'm an acquaintance of his. Could you just let me inside? This is something else that the anime slightly foreshadowed. Boruto said that he was off out somewhere and that's why he never got tested by Amado. Boruto's cult. I never expected Boruto to ever be brought up again in the manga. Sorry, but Lord Boruto ain't here, so go run home. Stupid. Whoa! Then again, you'd have to be dumb to be gatekeepers in this frickin' freezing backcountry. Halt! This is your last warning. Yeah, before you die. What's going on with Edward Scissorhands over here? What? He's got raptor claws for hands? I'm presuming this is the same sort of thing as what was going on with Kawaki and he's been scientifically tested on too. Jigen's ritual? What do you mean? Remember what I told you about when I was first brought to Kara? Oh, that? It's a ritual to screen Otsutsuki vessel candidates. Lots of kids are given karma, and those who aren't compatible have seizures and die. There were only 2 of us left when it came to my turn. I managed to survive Jigen giving me the karma. I turned out to be compatible. Like I mentioned before, I passed out at that point and was moved elsewhere. So I didn't see what happened afterwards, but apparently Jigen gave the last kid karma also. But it failed, just like the other kids that died. His body started to shake and spasm. He wasn't able to become a vessel. For whatever reason, he didn't die. He survived, just like me. He was compatible with karma. Oh, whoa, yo, whoa. They've got blasters on their hands? Is that his belt? What on earth is going on? He vanished. Hey, what are those black bands? I'm asking that a question too. Hey, behind you. Sorry. What's going on? What's he gonna do? What? You've worked so hard, you can rest now. Sorry, I need to just sort of... So the belt around his head is like an extension of himself? Is that what I'm looking at right now? Because his claws or whatever are coming out of the... No! Wait! I'm just seeing it right now. The belt is like a teleporter. It's like a portal. So he puts something through the belt and it comes out somewhere else. Because he's put his hands through the belt and they've come through, protruding through his... What on earth? What was Kishimoto smoking when he came up with this ability? Because this is a madness. This is like, if any of you have ever played Portal, this is essentially what his Kekkei Genkai Jutsu ability, scientific ninja tool, whatever it is. Moving around has warmed me up a bit, but it's still pretty cold. Let's get inside. What is this cult going to be? I'm super intrigued. He can't be used as a vessel, but the karma remained? That's possible. It's certainly a rare case, but that's what happened. He survived, and as a result, his body retains karma's aspect of being a weapon. We don't want what makes someone compatible, so anything that's possible when it comes to this. Exactly. There's still a lot we don't know about karma, and the reaction that took place in Code's body is especially outstanding. His combat abilities exceeded even Jigen's. What? Said Shikamaru? Almost every member of Kara has their body remodeled in order to strengthen it, but it's the exact opposite in Code's case. He's had limiters put into check. What? In order to avoid the undermining of Jigen's position as leader? What? Am I reading this? In short, he let himself be weakened for Jigen. Is he sane? Code was submissive to Jigen. He harbours a kind of religious devotion toward the Otsutsuki. Isshiki especially he worships as a god. So Code bore strong adoration for Jigen, who became an Otsutsuki, and for that reason he nurses intense envy of Kawaki, who was chosen as Isshiki's legitimate vessel. That's how strong Code's feelings are towards the Otsutsuki. Actually, there was several cyborgs among those I had created that greatly surpassed Jigen's power, but they were all disposed of as per Jigen's orders. What? Had you built them to take Jigen down, these cyborgs? Well, yes, it was after that upon taking into account all sorts of scenarios that I came up with Kashin Koji, but I digress. I'm just thinking, is Lord Ku one? Is Lord Ku one of these cyborgs that he sort of had built? Because we all know the scientist who created Lord Ku was a Kara outer. Anyway, I digress as well. To sum it up, Code is an exception who escaped disposal due to his unwavering loyalty. He was Jigen's strong right-hand man. If he finds out Isshiki's been defeated, he will likely seek retribution. Aha, well, Amado, that's where you f***ed up. Then I'll be a target for sure. Worst case, Boruto 2. I've been marked since I betrayed Kara. Kawaki as well. What about these limiters you installed on Code? You can't just turn them off with a fort, can he? Boro, this is clearly where Boro's cult, I'm presuming, is going to come in. No worries there. Okay, I'm the only one who can recite them. Although, if you were to kidnap and torture me, you're in trouble. I'm not a pro like the two of you. I know I'll break pretty easily. Fine, we'll keep a close eye on you. Still feel like this is part of Amado's plan and it's so... I don't know what to think. Alright, for now, dealing with Code will be the priority, number one. I want to share our chronology and intel with other villagers. Shikamaru, make the arrangements. It's Gokage summit time, baby! I never thought about it, implanting this in someone else. But now that you mention it, I feel like it's possible. If he was supposed to become Otsutsuki, it would stand to reason that we could use their special moves and jutsu, like Space Ninja Jutsu. But this guy, Code, he already has karma, right? Is it even possible to give him a different karma? I have no idea, but at the very least, he survived being given karma. That's what's key. If it was so easy for karma to stick, Jigen wouldn't have made such trouble. So it makes sense to try someone else who's already survived it once. Plus, he isn't anyone's vessel, for sure, but you know, I'm feeling really reluctant about forcing this thing upon somebody. You're kidding, right? You've got no choice unless you want to die. Let me tell you, Code is strong. Stronger than Delta and Boro, so far as I know. He's not the type of enemy you'd normally want to go up against. Dad no longer has Kuruma's power, so he won't be as strong as he used to be. Besides, we can't just keep depending on him forever. We gotta step up. I don't know how strong this Code is, but do you know, Kawaki, what we shinobi do in times like this? Huh? What do you talk about? We train. Time skip is coming! We train! Come on, let's go! Hey, Bug. My word, if it isn't Code! I presume that's what he sounds like. What are you doing here? On an errand for Jigen? Jigen's dead. Likely Boro too. Hey now, trouble's afoot, I see. What's happening? A lot. Things have gotten busy. By the way, how's Ada? What? What are you talking about? I'm pretty sure Boro secretly stored several cyborgs here that Jigen ordered to be scrapped, though I don't know his motive. Maybe some ace up his sleeve? Anyway, take me to them. I have absolutely no intent to defy you, truly, but are you certain that Boro is dead? If you're lying, I'll... Oh, that stare. Alright, but in exchange, you'll pay me, right? Here you go. What in the world are you stirring up, Code? Hello, Ada. You who knows everything in this world. What? What a madness. What on earth? Okay, I know one thing for certain. Boruto saying, we gotta train. That is basically just all but confirming the time skip is so close. Now, this is the first chapter of a brand new volume. I am 99.99999% certain that this will be the final volume pre-time skip. So, in the next 3 chapters, I think 100% the time skip is coming. I'm wondering if the next 3 chapters are going to be code focused on these cyborgs. This Ada, who on earth is she? You can see on her skirt that she has planets and stars, so she's got these dots underneath her eyes. Her eyes are shut, she's obviously sleeping. I'm incredibly intrigued to see exactly what this Ada is going to be doing. Listen, let me put it this way. I never, in a million years, expected that this chapter would take the turn it did. I am shook. This chapter was exactly what I wanted. Like I said, I did not want Code to just go straight into invading. I wanted an info dump. And boy, did we get one hell of an info dump, to the point where my brain cannot comprehend things. What am I meant to be thinking right now? Oh boy. Jeez. Okay, guys, I think I'm just going to have to end it now. Think, and just think again, because so much thinking. Leave a like in this video if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you're not already to become a member of the Senpai Squad. Get in the comment section down below. God damn it. Tell me what you think of this chapter. Let me know all your theories, because I think I'm going to have to make a video separately going into this chapter at some point, because my goodness. So yes, definitely get in the comment section down below. Let me know what you thought of this chapter, any theories you've got, anything like that, and I might feature them in a video at a later date. I'll be seeing you guys in another video very, very soon, as always, but until then, peace.